Hello and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anton here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to see more. Coming up in this episode, HKR announced 11 releases, plus a roundup of the Vette Championship and League One games results and scorers. So we begin with that news from HKR, as they have confirmed that overseas trio Corbin Sims, Brad Takarangi and Albert Vette are among 11 players who will leave at the end of the season. They will also be joined by winger Ben Crooks, prop Wilmar, Tom Garrett and other high-profile players who will depart Craven Park at the end of the season. Youngster Charlie Cavanagh, Adam Rusling, Nathan Cullen, Bailey Dawson and Tom Wilkinson will also be looking for pastors new at the end of the year. 30-year-old prop Corbin Sims joined HKR on a 2-year deal from St George Illawarra Dragons ahead of the 2021 season. The Fiji international has gone on to play 30 appearances for the Robins in total over that period, and is one of the probably higher earners in the squad who will be leaving the club at the end of the season. Brad Takarangi has been a part of some controversies this year, but the Cook Island World Cup hopeful, who is still only 33-year-old, linked up with the Robins at the same time as Sims, signing also a 2-year deal. He has played 24 games for HKR in the period also. Big prop forward and Tongan international Albert Vette, 29, has made 29 appearances since he moved to the club in 2021 as part of the new look Robins under Tony Smith. He has also made 100 appearances in the NRL. Ben Crooks is a winger who is also the son of Hull FC and Castleford legend Lee Crooks, and he will be leaving Craven Park upon the expiry of his contract. He has made over 200 career appearances for Hull FC, Castleford, Lee and HKR in his time in rugby league. 26-year-old prop forward Wilmar will also be leaving HKR with over 50 appearances for the Robins since he moved to the club from Castleford Tigers. He has been involved in the team quite a lot in the last few weeks due to injuries and suspensions coming to the fore for the Robins, so they needed a little bit of backup, and Ma has done admirably in that time. It was announced earlier in the week that Tom Garrett was released by mutual consent after missing a chunk of 2022 with a concussion. The former Dewsbury Rams prop forward has struggled with concussion symptoms since he suffered a head injury against Warrington Wolves on April the 1st. Earlier this week, KR's interim head coach confirmed that Garrett will not feature again in 2022 after being limited to just light training. He is still with the medical staff, said Maguire. Until I get further information that he's allowed to train properly, he's obviously still not available for selection. He's been running and doing bits and bobs, but he's still not able to do any contact work. He's still in the same situation he was in a few weeks back. Until he's symptom free, he can't advance his training. He's still got a fair bit of symptoms when he runs and trains. At the minute, he's not ready for training yet, so he's not going to play a game this year. The 27-year-old has enjoyed a rapid rise after learning his craft in the amateur game with local club Siddle, following a short stint at the Huddersfield Giants Academy. He joined Dewsbury at the start of the 2019 season and made a huge impression in the championship, earning him a deal with HKR midway through last year. The towering front rower has made 6 appearances for the Robins after making his Super League debut back in February. It's frustrating for Tom, added Maguire on Monday. It's really tough, and most frustrating part is that he was doing well. He was finding his feet, so there's frustration there for Tom and all involved. HKR did come out with a statement about these departures and said HKR can confirm the following players will leave the Robins after their current deals expire at the end of the year of the 2022 season. The club would like to thank the players for their hard work and effort during their time at the HKR and wish them all the best for the future. Once a Robin, always a Robin. It's not all bad news for HKR, as they have confirmed the signing of exciting young prop Joseph Aydin on a 2-year deal for the 2023 season. The Turkey international will join the Robins after a positive campaign in 2022, making 11 Super League appearances so far for Wakefield Trinity and Leeds Rhinos while on loan. The hard-working forward is relentless in attack, and Aydin is the second Trinity player to join the Robins next season, alongside clubmate James Batchelor. The 21-year-old is one of the final pieces in the Robins revitalised pack for 2023, as Willie Peters looks to build a mobile and aggressive engine room for next season to stand up to the week-in, week-out challenges of the Betfred Super League. Speaking on the move to HKR.co.uk, Aydin can't wait to hit the ground running at his new club and said it's a really big opportunity. He asked Willie Peters what his plans were for pre-season and next season, and he gave him a breakdown to it all, and he was impressed with what was being told to him. He continued, "I'm 22 in September, so I'm still young, but signing for HKR is the perfect chance for me to develop and keep developing. I've played half of the season and I want to finish the year on a high with more game time. Hopefully that will put me in good stead for pre-season. I really like the look of KR's recruitment for next season, with the NRL boys coming in alongside James Batchelor. I think it would be great to learn from them and keep developing. We're going to have a few guys in my position pushing for places, and I'm sure it will be a good challenge. As long as I have a great pre-season and work hard, the selection for the side takes care of itself." Here's new head coach Willie Peters is excited to welcome Aydin to the squad next season as he continues to mould his HKR side for 2023, saying that Aydin is a promising young prop with his best years ahead of him. He said in the statement on HKR.co.uk also, "Yusuf has a high work rate and does all the little effort areas well, which we value in HKR. We look forward to welcome Yusuf into our squad later this year for pre-season." Aydin has played 22 Super League games so far in his rugby league career, as well as playing on loan at clubs like Sheffield Eagles and York City Knights. In his 22 games, he has scored 1 try, and the young prop will be looking and will be keen to produce the goods when it comes to his new move, HKR. So we're at the penultimate stages, round 25 of the Betfred Championship, and we go into the league's fixtures and results with a clear picture of how the playoffs stand for the end of the season. Let's get into those scores, results and scorers for this weekend's set of games, with 1 game left to play in the championship. First of all, we move all the way back to Friday night as York City Knights faced Sheffield Eagles, and it was the Knights that came through the game 20 points to 12. Despite leading at half time 16 points to 4, they lost the second half 4 points to 8 to the Sheffield Eagles. York City Knights had Marsh, Antrobus, Harris and Glover to thank for their tries, while Glover kicked 2 conversions. There were no conversions for Sheffield Eagles, but Oakes, Halafihi and Johnson were all try scorers for the Eagles. Our next game was on Saturday, as we see Barrow Raiders put 2 points on Newcastle's 10 during this game. Barrow put on 11 tries throughout the game and were leading 28 points to 10 at half time. Tries from Samet, 2 from Carter, Stack, Johnston, Iaria, Langtree, Ritson were 2, Toll and Shaw were the try scorers. Shaw even converting 9 of those 11 tries. Donaghy scored the 2 tries for Newcastle Thunder, while Woods converted a solitary try. Continuing with Saturday's results, we have another 60-point victory. This time it was 64 points to 18 to Featherston over Workington. Featherston had Hall, Jones with 5, Smith with 2, Lynham, Springer and Jacks to thank for all their tries, while Hall kicked 10 conversions. Leading 36 points to 6 at half time, Featherston never looked back and put on 28 extra points in the second half. Workington's 18 points came from 3 tries from Doran, Kirkup and O'Brien, while Forber kicked 3 goals. In this very one-sided and comprehensive victory for the Rovers. As we move into Sunday's games, we have another team that has captured form at the right time of the season, with Halifax beating Bradford 40 points to 18. Halifax had Keys, Colcott, Saltonstall with 2, Walmsley with 2 and Murray to thank for all their tries, while Keys kicked 6 goals. 22 points to 12 at half time saw that the game was going to be a close one, but Halifax put on the accelerator in the second half to win the game outright. Bradford had Flanagan Sr., Kibola, Butler to thank for their tries, while Keir kicks 3 conversions from the 3 attempts. To say Lee Centurions has romped to the title will be too disingenuous, but Sunday they faced Widnes Vikings and beat them comprehensively. Another team they put to the sword, 42 points to 4. They led 26 points to 0 at half time, and Widnes had Ince to thank for their 4 points in the second half. Lee Centurions only have 4 try scorers, and they all scored the 8 tries. We had Charnley with 2, Ferguson with 2, Nakabuwa with 2, and Chamberlain scored 2, as well as kicking 5 conversions from his 8 attempts. And the final game on Sunday came at Whitehaven as they beat London Broncos 40 points to 20. Whitehaven had Martin, Walker with 2, Williams with 2, Evans and with to thank for their tries, all 7 of them, while Williams and Ayer scored the conversions, 5 for Williams. London Broncos had McCarney, Walker and Albert to thank for their tries. McCarney got in a double, with Leyland kicking 2 conversions for this result. Round 25 in the Championship concludes on Monday night as the Tetley Stadium Dewsbury hosts Dewsbury Rams versus Batley Bulldogs. It's live on Premier Sports and kick-off GMT at 7:45 to close out the round. So here's a look at the league table after the round 25 games. Lee Centurions could make it a 50-point season after their victory season go up to 48 points, and they won the league by a counter some time ago. Featherston Rovers are next on the block, and they could have won this league if it was any other season. 43 points is still respectable. Halifax Panthers come third, and any other season they'd be the form team, but Lee and Featherston have been fantastic this year. Barrow Raiders are in 4th place, but their place could be taken by Batley Bulldogs if Batley win tonight at Dewsbury. York City Knights are in 6th place, cementing their playoff picture, but 10-point gap between them. Sheffield Eagles, Widnes Vikings and Bradford Bulls sees that it has been the top 6 that's been in and around the table throughout this season. London Broncos are on 17 points and could have been on 19 points, but a loss at Whitehaven, who are 2 places below them, sees Newcastle Thunder and Whitehaven get closing points with London Broncos. Newcastle Thunder, though, jeepers creepers, they've had a wretched end of the year and find themselves in 11th place and will need to improve a bit to be any sort of challenge next season. Dewsbury Rams have still got their game against Batley to go, while Workington are rock bottom, 2 points all season, and will see League One next year. No matter what happens in the Batley game, this is how they are going to face each other in the playoff picture. The Week 1 eliminators will see Halifax Panthers face York City Knights. Then Batley will play Barrow Rangers, and Batley's result tonight and next week could see them switch places for the home game. They will then go on to, the winners of those games will go on to face Lee Centurions and Featherston Rovers in the semi-finals, before reaching Week 3 after those games for the £1 million game. We will now turn our attention to the Betfred League One in our last segment of this episode. There were 5 games this weekend, as normal, played over Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Let's check them out. So we begin on Friday, where Hunslet were beaten 32 points to 20 by the Doncaster team in Hunslet. It was 20 points to 12 at half time to Hunslet, but a 20-point swing in the second half won the game for Doncaster. Hunslet had Pega, Beryl, Jordan Roberts to thank for the tries, while Walker kicked 3 conversions and a penalty in the first half. But Johnson, who scored twice, McConnell, Robson and Talley were the try scorers for Doncaster as they fought back to win. Sanderson kicked 2 goals and Robinson kicked 3 goals, as well as a penalty from Robinson to seal the deal for Doncaster. A close game in the capital came on Saturday as London Scholars and Midland Hurricanes fought out a 38 points to 34 victory to the Scholars. The Hurricanes' points came from Dawson, Wilkinson with 2 tries, Stead with 2 tries, and Cleverling on the 58th minute to finish off the try-scoring exploits, while Stead kicked 4 goals from 5 and Heppel 1 from 1. Unfortunately for the Hurricanes, their match was given a little bit of difficulty after Boardman was sent off. London Scholars had Kaufman, a hat-trick from Bassett, Yates, Thomas, Small to thank for their tries, while Lyon kicked 5 goals for the Scholars during this game. It was a rout in Rochdale as they put on 102 points over West Wales. While West Wales had Lee to thank for their try in the first half, Rochdale Hornets had a few hat-tricks and a few doubles to play with for their tries. Hitchcock, Tyra, McNally all got a hat-trick apiece, while Rodden, Warrancy and Aspey got 2 tries apiece, and Nixon, Chase, Killen and Bruin got a try apiece. Tyra kicks 13 goals for Rochdale as they put on 102 points to 4 over West Wales Raiders, who can't wait until the season ends. And in the final game for Saturday, as Swinton beat Oldham 35 points to 6. At half time it was 26 points to 6. So, Oldham, apologies, I mean 10 points to 6 due to tries from Joe Hartley for Oldham and Rijad converting. Lapori's try converted by Abrams for Swinton, and then a second try from Max Roberts to seal the half-time scoreline in favour of Swinton. Before Swinton stepped on the accelerator to score 4 unanswered tries and a drop goal in the second half. Cox, Holroyd, Hatton and Gregson were the try scorers, while Abram finished with a total of 5 from 6, and Hansen got the drop goal. And this is how the League One table looks, with 1 game to go for 10 teams. Keighley Cougars are free and clear and are looking to be unbeaten during the 2022 season and have 1 game left to do so. Plus, to find the 67 points to score 1,000 in 20 games. That means that they're scoring an average of 50 points a game. Anyway, Swinton Lions have come second, with North Wales Crusaders in third, both on 30 points. But those two will battle it out in the final game to see who actually finishes in those positions. Doncaster have a chance of getting that second place as well, as they're only 2 points behind on 28. But Rochdale Hornets are secure in 5th place, a mid-table finish for a changing Hornets as the season went on. Hunslet scored 17 points and have a game to go, and see themselves in 6th place, with Oldham 2 points behind. London Scholars, after a shaky start, are safe, and with 12 points from their 19 games, would be a little bit disappointed with this season, as would Midland Hurricanes, with only 5 wins all season. Cornwall, who didn't play this weekend, are guaranteed not to be the wooden spoon, as only a 500 point loss would see them drop to the bottom of the table. Imagine that, 5 points a minute. Anyway. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way. This video is a little sooner than normal, as it's going to be a busy day for me on videos as Super League round 26 continues. There will be 2 more episodes today, and I'm going to show you the highlights during those 2 games, those 2 episodes. Anyway, tell me in the comments below what your thoughts are of today's episode, the 11 leaving HKR, and the 1 that's coming in. Good signing? Bad signing? Something to wait for? Anyway, the Robins will be much changed next year under Willie Peters. And also League 1 and League 2. Championship and League 1. It's going to be an interesting end of season games, but congratulations to Cornwall for not being bottom of the tree. Commiserations to West Wales Raiders. Hopefully they'll have a better year next year. But I'm going to end the episode there. Comment section is open. Please tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. I'll now wish you all the best, so please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.